My name is Thomas Honor. I did this project because of flooding and poor education and schooling in South Sudan, Upper Nile State, Maban. Maban, South Sudan, most devastating flooding displaced thousands of people, like this mom and her kids are looking for the higher ground to stay, or they are finding the higher ground or place to stay, to be safe. And this is a devastating situation. This is the worst. Flooding is happening in Maban, South Sudan. This family, they're having hard time finding food, place, shelters, mosquito nets, and tents. Because water destroyed the crops that they grew. The water destroyed housing and roads, facilities. And these are important to us. These are important to them, but they don't have anymore. They don't have anymore. So these people are in need. Running water. As you look, even in their compound, there is water everywhere. Instead of them sitting down in the waters, they have been standing up for a while, thinking, wondering what they're going to do, like these guys. But there's no way that they're going to do, because water is coming out everywhere. It's flooding. It's not just a one hole water that are coming out from. It's not just a river, but it's a flooding. So when it's flooding, it's hard to control it. And if you want to know where the waters are coming from, the water are coming from East Africa highland, from Ethiopia down to South Sudan. And also some waters or rivers that are coming from Blue Nile. So a lot of waters, they are rushing or running down to the Maban, Upper Nile State, South Sudan. So they're hustling there. And that's the worst, because all of them, they're going to one place, destroying the land, covering the whole land. And that's the problem. Again, the most devastating flooding displaced thousands of people, like this mom and her kids are finding higher ground to stay is worst floating ever happened. You know, we are human beings. We need a dry place, and also we need water to drink. But it couldn't happen at the same time, you know, floating at the same time. The land couldn't be plowed at the same time. Or the land wouldn't be covered up by water at the same time, the same period. No, we need land and also we need water. But water have to be at some parts of the land, like lake, ponds, rivers. Then we can access to it. So we can bring water to accumulate water from the rivers or lakes. And we can use some for cleaning. But when the area or areas is covered up or covered up with the water, life get difficult for us, for human beings. Life, it becomes different. It becomes difficult because we need the land, not just water to cover up the land. Yeah, in this situation, people, they're sick, they're dying. Some are drowned in water, they're dying. There's a lot of mosquitoes. People are looking for a dry place. And it's hard to find a dry place, a dry area. And even though if you find it, you know, you need a tent, you need a shelter. They need shelter, they need tents. So if the rain is coming again, they're dry. So the rain wouldn't, you know, get them. So they need mosquitoes, nets. They need food because there's no food right now in Maban, Upper Nile State, South Sudan. But when we speak and share with world about the causes, about natural disasters, they can hear, they can see. You can see by your eyes what's going on. You can see and realize what's happening. And this is true, this is real. What's happening here is the worst flooding ever. And that's why we want to share. I want to share with you. This is important, significant to talk about because this is happening right now. This is the cause. And it's been affecting thousands of people in Maban. But what you do is greater than this. Your contribution will go to them. And this will help, your contribution will help them to buy food, to buy shelters and mosquito nets. Because flooding brought lot of mosquitoes in South Sudan, Maban. Like this house or this family, this mud house is getting wet. There's water everywhere. So it's getting wet because the water is getting inside it. So this family has no place to sleep. As you look, they're trying to keep the water away from getting inside their house. But because it's flooding, water is running everywhere. They can't control it. And they have no equipment. They're poor family or communities. So water is going different directions, many directions. So there's they're not going one direction. They're going many directions. So it's hard to control. And also water is sinking under this house, and it is a mud house. So it will, fall easy. These people are in need. They need your help. They need your support. And kids too. They're walking in the water, sleeping in the wet land, in the water. It is not easy life in Maban, South Sudan, right now. Alternating your chair or chairs. As you saw them, there were these people, or this guy were standing up, but now he's sitting down. So in the family in South Sudan or Maban, when we have chair, one or more, we can share. We will have some people, they will sit down when they get exhausted. They can sit down and the rest will stand up. And then those who are sitting down, they will get up. And then those who are standing up, they will sit down. So we are switching, we are changing, alternating. And that will help us to keep our energy, to survive, to stay with some energy, to keep our energy not to really stress out and, tire easy. So that will help, we will help each other. That's what they've been doing. So chairs are important too. Chairs are useful. As you see here, the water are floating everywhere. There's no place to sit, to sleep. Now, as you see them, they're working, they're trying to keep water out from getting inside, but no way, it's impossible. Kids are walking, watching, there are standing. It's not easy life. It is impossible. Again, because it is floating. When water floating, it's hard to control. schooling and education and schooling or school in Maban. First, we need a new building because this one is old. You can see inside, you can see by your eyes. And you can see the ground, the floor. It's not clean. We need your help. School and education. And if you're wondering where this school is, if you're asking, this school is in Jamam, Maban, or Jin Magda. So second, we need notebooks and pencils. You can see also, you can weaknesses, you can realize what a student wants. You can see by your eye in this video. You can see the place, the tables, notebooks that they're writing with, pencils. But this is the poorest people, poorest education. And that's why I'm here. That's why I'm telling their history or story. Next, school needs tables, chairs, so that the students will feel comfortable and engage in class. Student would feel happy and they would like to come to class. They would like to participate. So right now they're worried, they're hungry, they're not clean. The place is not clean for them. The school is not clean. It's not established. So they're not feeling well. They're not comfortable about this. And as you see, they're sitting on the ground. No chairs, no table. This is lack of things. There's a lot of, lack of system, lack of help. So we need school to provide tools, material to students so that students will focus. They will focus they will study well. So whatever you're going to provide to them will go to these students, will go to this school. And we have one school in Jamam, and that's what we have. We don't have a lot of schools, just one school, this school. So what you are contribute to is going to be to them, and we will update you what we have been doing, the progress that we have. These students are in need. Their story needed to be told. heard, and shared. School need to provide a good education to students so that they will learn and understand, so that they will have experience, but they don't need to have all experience of difficulty, of hard time, of hunger, of sadness. Experience have to be sometimes happy, difficulty, but sometimes the happiness. It have to be balance, change, so that they will have in mind, they will have memory, but not all like hard time, hard time, hard time, hard time, difficult time, difficult time, difficult time. No. That way your mind is not focused. Their mind are not focused on learning. That's meaning things are getting harder to us. We can't control them. We can't make our life better if it's bad, hard time all our life. It's not like that. We need to make a school better to sustain our life. So that way we accomplish our goals, our dreams. Our work, our works, and more. Again, these students are in need. Their story needed to be told, heard, and shared. Your contribution will go to this Maban school. We will inform you, we will update you about our progress. A little help make change. A little care make a huge difference. And your contribution make a big difference. Thank you. Thank you.